Alright, Dragon Brood, today we're trying something new because this deck has a bunch of cards I think I've never actually cast on this channel, so this should be a lot of fun. But this list comes from Aramid V, and this is actually highlighting Niv-Mizzet Supreme. This is such a sweet card. I haven't had a chance to play with it, but it's Wooburg, so one of every color. For a 5/5 dragon, it has flying, it has hexproof from monocolored, so get your go for the throats out of here. And then each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard that's exactly 2 colors has Jumpstart, meaning you can discard a card from your hand and pay its cost, and then that spell is exiled. Now, the cool part is you can load the deck with a bunch of 2-color spells. And then we have other stuff that cares about that, and a lot of stuff that just plays together. So this is actually a cool list. I hope it works, but this is something I came across online. But let's go over the cards, because like I said, there's a lot that I haven't actually cast ever, so this should be kind of fun. Alright, so we're starting with some No More Lies. We all know what this one does. It's just a counter spell. When you counter it, it's exile. Now, Slick Sequence is an interesting one because you deal 2 damage to any target, so it's just a 2 damage spell. But if we've cast another spell for the turn, then we get to draw a card, and it's a 2-color spell, obviously checking the boxes. Molten Collapse is actually pretty neat. It has a little bit of versatility to it, but you choose one. If we descended this turn, basically if we had something go to our graveyard, we can choose both instead. Most of the time, we're going to be just choosing one or the other. But destroy target creature or planeswalker, or destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less. We've got some Pillage the Bog, which can help us dig for some cards that we need. Some Lightning Helix, just for some more removal, which is super cheap. Push-Pull. This one's pretty cool to include here because it can be a creature removal spell, but also, if we need to get like Niv-Mizzet out of our graveyard for a turn to do some stuff, like that's possible as well. Flotsam Jetsam's a pretty interesting card. Flotsam is mill 3 and investigate, and Jetsam is 6 mana. For each opponent mills 3 cards, then you can cast spells from each opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If a spell is cast this way and we put into the graveyard, it's exiled instead. So basically 6 mana, mill 3 each, and then we get to play something from each graveyard, which is actually not net, from each opponent's graveyard, I should say. So that's actually not too bad. Don't know how often we would use that part. Probably going to be milling 3 and investigating, particularly when we have Niv-Mizzet out, I would imagine. Then we have Ill-Timed Explosion. This one's actually pretty nice. Draw 2, discard some stuff, get rid of stuff on the battlefield. Drag to the Roots. This is another one I haven't played with yet. This spell costs 2 less if there are 4 or more card types in our graveyard, which we might actually hit that. But we get to destroy any permanent at instant speed. It's a little pricey, but it is flexible. Then we have Urgent Necropsy, which is similar, but if we go ahead and collect evidence, then we can go ahead and get rid of multiple things, but you get your option of destroying up to 1 target, artifact, creature, enchantment, and planeswalker, which is actually pretty neat. Kellen, we haven't played this card in a minute. This one's pretty cool, just lets you investigate. And then you have a 3/4 with vigilance and flying, and can possibly destroy some artifacts. And then we have Leyline of the Guild Pack. If this is in our opening hand, obviously we get to put it into play, which is super nice. Otherwise, we cast it, and then everything is every color, and all of our mana counts for mana of every type, which makes it very easy to cast all of these multicolor spells. Then, of course, Niv-Mizzet, which we talked about. And then another crazy card I've never cast before, Argentum Massacre. 5 mana, 5/5. First strike, protection from multicolor. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you sacrifice this unless you discard a card. When you discard a card, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to the mana value of the card discarded. So yeah, this can just be constant removal if we get in the right situations. And then Invasion of Ravnica is a 5 mana battle that when it enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls that isn't exactly 2 colors, which is great because it gets rid of a lot of monocolor stuff. But if we get these 4 counters off of it, on the backside, we get a 5/5 that whenever we cast a spell that's exactly 2 colors, which is basically everything in the deck, we look at the top 6 cards of our library, reveal a card that's exactly 2 colors, which again, everything, and put it in their hand. The rest go in the bottom of the library in a random order. So yeah, lots of cool stuff here. Lots of sweet cards I've never played with, so this should be kind of fun. And if you like this and you want to try it out, at the end of the video, like always, there'll be a link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor where we post all of our deck lists for you to download and try for yourself in Arena. And if you really like it, or anything else you need to get right now, because Foundations is right around the corner, if you want to buy some cards, check out Tales Adventure, toamagic.com. Use code DRAGON, DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on your entire order of anything you get on their website. So you can save some money, you can support the channel. All right, all that being said, let's go see if this Niv-Mizzet is worth the effort. All right, I decided I'm going to play one practice game with this because I genuinely have no idea how this is going to work. Yeah, we're going to keep this, though. We have a ley line. Obviously, want to put that into play. No idea how long it's going to live, but we'll find out. No, we have so many things worth taking. You probably take the Lightning Helix here. I'm so far away from casting the Necropsy. Like, I would take the Lightning Helix. All right, all right. Maybe they're worried about something else. I guess it could destroy Planeswalker or something. Maybe that's a concern for them. Oh, Beanstalk. Now I see why. You're doing some shenanigans. I guess, like, while I have the... I guess while I have Leyline out. It doesn't really matter, though, right? I guess we'll just leave it. We kind of want to draw some lands anyway. Alright. This is going to be a little bit of a weird situation. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Kellen lets me play an extra land. Sorry. Brain skipped for a second. No, this is going to be a weird situation because as the game progresses, I'll have to remember that, hey, if something happens to our ley line, we don't have all these colors. That's actually kind of important. Yeah, I guess we just play Kellen. I don't know if we're geared to beat these types of decks, but we'll see. I mean, the good news is their removal or things that target tend to be single color, so if we get Niv-Mizzet, he should stick, which is pretty powerful. Question. Oh, that's kind of nice. I'm wondering if I need to get rid of Overlord, or I think I'm getting rid of Beans here, actually. That's probably the more problematic of the cards. Yep, 17. The problem is we can't do much with this because we don't have many cards in hand right now. Yeah, that's not helping. Let's draw a card because I don't think we just want to cast the Master Core here. Get to investigate. That's something, I guess. And it's an instant, so that's alright. Sure. Alright. I mean, we will be needing to deal with an Overlord soon. Do we just kill that? Let's see what we draw first. Or mill first, I should say. Drag to the roots. That's unfortunate. Alright, I guess we just take it. I mean, they're checking our graveyard to see what we're up to. I don't blame them. Yeah, fortunately, I'm glad we held on to this, because we'd much rather kill a Glissa. Much as I wanted to draw a card there. Alright. Can we... No. I was thinking, can we find a Niv-Mizzet? Apparently not. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and do it. I don't know what else we're going to do here. I mean, it does at least have First Strike. And they can't kill it with Go for the Throat, because it's an artifact. So, I mean, not the best situation, but it's something. I'm going to go ahead and put a stop during our upkeep so I could mill and draw. They got a demon. That sucks. Good news is I can kill the demon, right? Because it's for cost. Alright, so let's mill. And then we'll go ahead and draw. I'll have to discard whatever we draw here, but... yeah, that's fine. Resolve. Discard this. Get rid of a big demon. All right. Ugh, gross. Alright, well, that doesn't really solve much, but it does give us an opportunity to discard and get rid of an Overlord next turn, maybe? I mean, we might want to get rid of this, to be honest. That might be a better first bit of work. Alright, let's go ahead and search this time. I've let it sit here long enough. Get that, I guess. Alright. I will discard this. Can I? Oh, I can't because both are unlocked, so now it's 8. That's tough. Alright, well, is what it is. Okay, this could allow us to do a little bit of something. I would have a Kinnan. But I only have Kinnan to get, nothing else. That's a little tough. What do we get out of this? I mean, if I hold this... I'm trying to think, like, what's the benefit here? Really? Alright. I mean, they'll probably just chump block, I imagine. Nope, they chose not to. They're just giving us this guy. Well, then this gets a little weird, because now, if we cast a spell, we get to put something else into our hand. So now this becomes a little more valuable. But, I guess we... And this is both sorcery, though. Alright. Guess we just end the turn. I mean, the best we can hope for right now is all they have is go for the throats. Because if that's the case, they can't kill either of these. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Though this does get to turn into a little bit of fun. Hey, we found a Niv-Mizzet. Let's attack first. Wow, they just took it. They're holding on to this mentor for some reason, and I don't know what that reason is. Which really, really makes me want to kill it. But we're going to play this. And then I think I'm just going to end the turn for now. I mean, if something comes up, we could always discard this to cast either of these spells. Alright, yeah, you have a Reaper. Vine Reap Mentor, I should say. Pillage the Bog. Alright, you got it. I have to admit, the Massacre did more work here in this first game than I thought it was going to. Yeah, opponent's looking at all the cards I have available, like, ugh. Normally, you would think No More Lies isn't that great, but if they cast something that costs 4 or more, then No More Lies is legit here. Alright, they're passing. They get to draw a card, lose 2. Okay. So now we're in, like, real territory here of what we want to do. Opponent's at 12. This is interesting because we have access to 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can't quite get there, but it's real close. We might end up just casting Urgent Necropsy here. As a 0 cost, collect evidence or access the total mana value of the permanent. Problem is, this thing's 8. I mean, we could get rid of Kellen and the Manticore. That's 9. And a Leyline is 10. Or more than that. Yeah, I guess that's what we do. Alright. Target 1 artifact. Submit 0. Target a creature. Target an enchantment. No planeswalkers. Oh, I could have got rid of their food. What was I doing? I forgot that was over there. Well, that's just a dumb mistake. So we need... That is 5, 9. That's plenty. And then we get to look at our top 6. Get a thing. Probably going to be dragged to the bottom if I were guessing. Yeah, I should have got rid of their food. Not that it matters. It would just made them commit mana to it is all. But tis what it is. Alright, we're attacking. In turn. If I had more mana, I could try to play a silly game of stacking effects, but that's just not going to be a thing here. They go to 8. As it turns out, targeting their food would have done nothing, but... Alright, cool. That'll do it. Alright, we're going to keep this. We have a ley line in our opener. So let's go ahead and put that in play. Okay, and we got Niv-Mizzet. Okay, so we have some things working here. I mean, they could also just get rid of our ley line here. Makes our hand kind of garbo. But fortunately, they didn't. We will just pass the turn. I'm always tempted to just go ahead and pillage the bog there, though, like, just in case. So we could search for the other lands we might need later. Okay, that's a little something. Not sure what we're up against, but I guess we can take our time here. No thank you. Oh, is this the, like, Jace? No, they have too many. They don't have enough black lands. I was thinking there's people playing the Demon Jace deck or whatever right now. Yeah, I guess this is where we start to pillage the bog. Let's take... Ugh. Drag to the Roots, maybe? I mean, I guess I'll just take another No More Lies. That's probably fine. No need to get too crafty. In case they try to go for another full-size Jace or something here. They're obviously playing some type of control pile. Lots of search lands. You want to return that. What do we have? We have a mountain, a swamp. Swamp. Yeah, that's fine. We get a 1/1 for our troubles. Okay. Let's attack with our little duder. Yeah, the fish gets first blood. I don't know what the opponent's doing here. It's obviously defensive, right? It's Jason bounce spells, but like, what else are you doing? That's it? I mean, maybe they just assume they have a bunch of creature removal spells and we're not a creature deck? Like, I don't... Okay. I mean, I guess we get a win. I guess they were afraid we were just going to replay the ley line and there wasn't anything they could do about it. Because we have red, black, white, blue. We could just play it, I suppose. I don't know. That's weird. You just take those wins and move on, I guess. Alright, let's keep it. Oop, almost turned that off. Yeah, submit. Oh, boy. Alright, at least we got a Helix here early so we can kill something. Oh, that's not the guy I expected to see. I don't know if I'm supposed to be surprised at that or not, truthfully. Damn, is that even what we want to kill here? I'm going to take a chance. I think I'm actually just going to do this and play another land. And then maybe have the option of doing 2 spells or just using Drag to the Roots next turn. Alright, another case. Alright, that's fine, I guess. This is very weird. I guess we just try to kill that. Alright, I mean, it worked. And the turn. I don't really know what all's going on here. It's life gain something. I just don't know what the other something is. So they're going to return that. Sure, I guess. And it comes in with the sword on it. Let's go ahead and mill ourselves and investigate. That's cute, but just spells in the yard. I mean, I guess our goal is just do this here, then. I mean, I have to assume if they kept this type of hand... I mean, everything's low cost they played so far. Ah, there you go. There's some blue mana. That's the other thing we probably didn't know about. Okay. So let's go ahead and attack so we can draw a card. Though I could have destroyed their little equipment or whatever. Alright. They take some damage. I think I'm just going to go Niv-Mizzet here. And just say, do what you're going to do, opponent. We've got lightning helixes in the yard. We have a drag to the bottom in our hand. Like, we can off a bunch of stuff. I mean, they are gaining a lot of life. So, I mean, that's a real thing. Oh, is this soldiers? Nope, because that's a survivor. Alright. Well, let's just destroy a creature or a planeswalker. Let's probably discard a Kellen here. I mean, I guess I could just play this, but... discard the Kellen. And then we're going attacking. Drawing another card. Oh, excellent. So now we can get rid of everything. Or at least almost everything. Okay. Well, we have something else we get to target to get rid of now. Oh, well, that's convenient. Let's... Necropsy gets rid of... but I'd be short a land if I use the Necropsy here. I guess there's not a huge reason to. Just get rid of this. Then we get rid of this. Why is it... Hold on. Why is it giving me the option... Yeah, destroy target non-land permanent. That's exactly. I chose a target. Why are we being weird? Like, I don't know. That felt awkward. That, like, it was asking for something else, even though I can only target one thing. Alright. I mean, this should do it. We have 8, and we got 3 in the yard. So, I mean, they've at least got to kill something here. Nope, that's not going to do it. Ah, man. I'm going to keep just because I have the ley line in hand, but I don't feel good about it. And this only turns basics into other types, right? No, lands. Period. So yeah, maybe this deck shouldn't have so many basics in it. Feels kind of weird, actually. I'm going to just use this now. Look at 4 cards, because even if they're not great, I guess I'll take this so I can deal with some creatures. Yep, you got it. Probably have to kill Phineas, unfortunately. Alright. I need an ill-timed explosion is what I need. That would be great. I guess we just play Kellen straight up, right? I mean, it's probably not doing a lot, but maybe it discourages at least one thing from attacking. Unless it gets hit with like a get lost or something here, which is very possible. Nope, but double Paw Patch Recruit's pretty good. Alright. Well, now is definitely where we need an ill-timed explosion. Yeah, no blocks. Ugh. Gross. Alright, well, we at least have vigilance. We get in for an attack, so that's something. Alright, Quest Caller. So the Might Caller is going to attack for 6+ here. Ugh. And another Might Caller. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Good news is we can double block, I guess. They'll probably kill our Manticore. And then, fortunately, we know we have another one. So, that's fine. Yep. Another Kellen. Not really what we're looking for. Going to attack. Play the other one. Alright. We can destroy one of our own artifacts, right? And draw a card? Yeah. Warren War Leader. That's a bit unfortunate, but we do still have solid blockers here. Alright, so we block this. We block this. This reduces the attack, so we end up taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Alright. Cool. Not dead yet is the biggest thing here. However, when we target this, two things are going to get counters, so that's a tough situation. I guess if I'm going to discard anything, I'm going to discard this, because this costs 4. Yeah. Hate doing it, but I think it's necessary. Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and investigate. Well, we get to draw for free if we just attack and destroy it. So let's do that first. Another Manticore. That doesn't do too much for us, does it? Alright. In the turn. Warren Guard, sure. I mean, somehow we're hanging in this, but we're basically dead next turn unless we draw a sweeper or something here. Yep. I mean, we kind of need to do the deed. Yeah, we're dead anyway here. Actually, no, not quite dead. Because, again, we first strike that. We block this. So we go to 1. Discard this. Yeah. Get rid of that. No! Oh, no. Any real spell there would have been huge. Oh, no. Hop to it. All right. Well, we're kind of still in the same situation we were before. Got to draw something good to get out of trouble. Yeah, discarding a card that does nothing. Target non-land opponent. Oh, no. So I have to target something? I can't submit 0? Target non-land permanent opponent controls a mana value less than or equal to. Alright, well. That sucks. I just thought we could discard and it was an option, but oh well. We do still get rid of a token there. This gets rid of a thing, but not enough. We'd be able to block, kill, and then we still go to -1. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We just drew dead for those last 4 draws. Yeah, this is an easy mulligan. Keep this. I think I'm going to put this back. Put the ley line into play. Pass the turn. And beans, of course. Alright, well. I guess it's black or red. I'm going to get a red land here. Alright. Now we're just kind of waiting on spells to show up. Yeah, I think I have a lot of things I want to try with this deck, because I get that we're trying to play a bunch of multicolor spells, but that also puts the deck in a position of just not doing a lot in between. And I think even then, there's some other stuff we could be doing. Yeah, like at this point, we legitimately almost can't even win. Especially knowing that they're playing Smuggler Surprise and Dagavos. Like, we literally have done nothing so far this whole game. Like, Molten Collapse can still kill creatures, so that's something. And if those were to become live, we could kill one. But, I mean, yeah, now Liliana's a problem. We can still kill a Planeswalker, so there's that.
I'm tired of your secrets.
We have islands, mountains. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Kind of just taking our time through. You know what? Let's just be mana efficient here and get rid of Liliana with this. Though the real dark part of me really wants to get rid of beans, but it's whatever.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Shamil. Oh my gosh. Alright, they're so far ahead. We're not going to do anything here. You got it. Like, we don't even need to sit through it. The thing I'm confused by, and I don't really know why this list was this way, of why there are so many basics in here. Like, you're playing all these multicolor things. Like, why wouldn't you want more multicolor lands? Like, I get it. We need to have some basics, but I mean, if we have like 2 of each, that's more than fine. Like, I don't really know why this is a thing. So I'm going to make some changes real quick before we hop into more games here. Also, the color breakdown is kind of even, so I don't think we can really worry about breaking that up too much. But even with just 9 multi-land options, that opens up the door for... Maybe we only need 1 of each with our Fables or something. Like, I don't know. But this feels not right. Like, not even a little bit. I think I'm going to do something like this. And planes, we probably only need 1 as well. Though, I'm going to make a couple of changes. But let's go look into lands here. We could actually get away with the Verges. I think could all be good if we wanted to play like 1 of each of those. If there were ever a spot when you have Leyline and turning your lands in all different types. And then we have some basics we could fetch for. And then we could also play some number of the Surveil lands. So what do we have the most colors of? Black, red, blue, green, white. So let's start there. Let's go black, red, black or red or blue, white, red, blue, green, blue. Because we're also trying to cast Kellen fairly early. I don't know how many total lands do we have in the Dusk anyway. This deck only had 21 lands. So if I add or 22 when I add the second one, that feels not right as well. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on with this list now that I'm looking at it. I don't understand at all what's going on here. Okay, so we have all those lands doing the things. Flotsam Jetsam, I have to say, has felt very bad, other than a cool card to discard to Mana Core, but otherwise doesn't seem to do enough of anything. So I'd rather just get rid of that. Push Pull, it's a removal spell, so it's fine, but I would rather just go heavier on No More Lies, Slick Shot, or Slick Sequence. Just give us more things to do in the early goings. And then give us opportunity. Actually, we need to destroy enchantments. Let's go just to the multicolor stuff. It could be any combination. I don't care. Alright. I mean, Koglan Yadaro, I'd almost rather just play this. It's a big body and can be used to destroy stuff. We could play Glissas. Glissas are totally fine. Like, not sure why they didn't make the cut in this list. So, like, yeah, there's a few things. Like, Cease and Desist, also good to destroy artifacts and enchantments because we don't have many. And getting to draw cards is actually pretty cool. So I'd rather have this in some cases as well. I mean, I say that. We'd eventually get rid of Leyline, but if it's late enough in the game, we probably don't care. Niv-Mizzet only lets us play spells, though, right? From the graveyard. Exactly 2 colors, sure. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut 1 Mana Core, 1 Invasion. We're going to add a couple of Glissa. I'm going to cut a Push Pull. Because a Push Pull without a lot of quality creatures is also not great either after you've milled yourself. So that's not the greatest thing. I still want to get another land or 2 in here, so that's tough. Yeah, like this segment, I'm sorry, y'all, it's taking a second because we're doing a whole overhaul of this deck. I do like Pillage the Bog to go digging and finding an answer, so I don't necessarily want to cut those. I mean, the only answers really are cutting another invasion, since we're already adding some extra removal of different types. This gives us another way to get rid of artifacts and enchantments, and it's something to do early. And now we still have 13 creatures, so we have a little bit of something. Urgent Necropsy is nice, but I almost want another Drag to the Roots. But also now we're not milling ourselves as fiercely. So yeah, maybe this is where we end up. I don't know. So now we have instants, sorceries, creatures, instant sorcery, creatures, artifact, enchantment if we have another Leyline that goes to the graveyard. I don't know if that's good enough or not, truthfully, but it's going to have to be. Let's go try this and play. Actually, no, I'm going to go 61 cards because this feels like it's got to have at least 23 lands. I don't know what the last one needs to be, but something. We did change the numbers quite a bit. So now black, red, green is at the top. So let's add I don't know, another Thornspire Verge. Is that where we want to go? Ugh. Let me look at the Verge. I think we're playing one of all the Verges, though. Jeez. Let's go the red-green Surveil land. And then we'll just call it good. Commercial District. There you go. All right, let's go try this and see what happens. All right, let's keep it and see what happens here. I mean, put that into play. This comes in tapped. Wait, did that not come? Oh, it was a Bladesmire Verge. I thought it was one of the Surveil lands. Okay. Interesting. Pass the turn. We do Kogla and Yadaro. I like that. Now we're going to have to play the silly game of, like, they play a creature, we have to try to kill all the creatures. Alright. Kill what we can. Thunder Falls. This will come into play tap, but that's probably fine. You know, do we need that on top? I don't know. Maybe we'll actually cast Kogla and Yadaro. It's possible. Though we could also end up discarding it to an ill-timed explosion next turn, so who knows? We'll see. Alright. You got your challenger. Yep. Big damage incoming. But they're losing another challenger. That's good for us. Another thing to consider is we could also just destroy that and minimize the damage we're going to be taking. But I feel like we're probably just supposed to play the Fable Passage here and do this. Wow. Yeah, I guess so. I'll probably regret that later. But we have the lands currently to be able to play Kogla and Yadaro, so we'll see what's up. Alright, Heartfire Hero it is. Yep. You got it. Oh, they're just going for it here. Oh, shields are down too, and I can't take advantage of it. Wow. We're probably dead next turn now. That's hurtful. Okay, let's pass. Because depending on how this plays out, we could effectively go get a white land, play No More Lies. Slick shot, huh? Alright. That is a thing. Sure. I mean, there's not a lot we can do about that. And they don't want to do anything. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go get the land. And just... Well, here's the problem. No, because I think they can still protect something anyway here. We're going to have to dig for something better. Well, that didn't help. I was like, well, we'll go dig for something better. Nah, no chance. Should have just kept the other card in hand. Because now, even if they can defend one of those, they would have at least done something. But, let's see what happens here. We're at 13. We can kill either of these. This gets them a card. I really hate our choices here. Alright, I'm gonna gamble, I guess. This feels scarier. But, that did say they don't actually have the protective spell we thought they had here. So that's very interesting. Yep, rage up. I mean, good chance we're just dead here. Opponent might try to fling that. Okay. We will counter that. Try to stay alive for some amount longer. Okay, maybe. Deal 2 to everything. Then lightning strike something. Alright. That's not the craziest thing. Oh, wait. Why did we deal 4? Deals X damage to each creature where X is the greatest mana. Oh, because this was... I was looking... It's not reduced costs. It was in my hand. It looked like 2. I totally forgot. Yeah. The sad part is... Well, yeah, we just pass. If they have a lightning strike, they'll try to strike us. I mean, we just have to be careful to not get too creative. Because if we go first and they have a burn spell, we die. But I also wanted the option to try to kill something if they had it. Yeah, definitely don't need that. So I'm playing a dangerous game right now by not firing. The longer I don't fire this lightning helix off, the squirrelier the situation can get. Alright, now we can do it because we have a second lightning helix. Unless those happen to be both burn spells and they're trying to next level us, but I doubt it. Okay, those are probably things that just go on a creature, if I were guessing. Alright. So now we're at 5. We have a little bit of room. Now we can destroy creatures. Okay. We're finding our way a little bit here. There we go. There's old Niv-Mizzet. Heck yeah. Alright, now we're in business. Yeah, you're not going to be able to kill this easily. And we almost don't care if Leyline goes away because we have tons of options now. We're going to attempt to just drag to the bottom. Or drag to the roots, I guess. Alright, we're going to Kellen. Then play a Kellen. And attack. And the turn. Alright, think we got it now. Because now we have all the lightning helixes. So it just doesn't even matter. Yep, attack. That's 8. Helix. Alright, cool. Survive that. Yeah, y'all, I don't think this is it. This is one I'm just going to recommend you don't play unless you just want to have fun with it in the play queue. The reality is, I genuinely don't know how this person won as many games as they did. Sometimes you just get lucky and you high roll. So, you know, maybe that's the case. But with all the basics, you almost couldn't win unless you had the ley line in play. And even now, like, you're giving up to maximize Niv-Mizzet. Unfortunately, you're giving up the ability to play just a bunch of good versatile spells, which there's tons of in standard right now. And I don't know if this is good enough to justify giving up other things. The way I would do this, and I'm probably going to come back to this in a later video, but if given the opportunity, I would probably just build the deck that's a bunch of 2-color things, like a full set of Kellens, maybe 3 Glissa, the 2/2, like build it like a Legends deck basically, but play Lightning Helix, No More Lies, Slick Shots, or Slick Sequence. Maybe like base green, red, white, splashing those other colors just to justify a couple of spells is probably more where I would be, because I think you could do that and get away with it more consistently. But as is, like, this deck relies too much on Leyline of the Guild Pack. A little less now that we changed the lands up. But even then, there's just so many spots you can't get out of trouble, and you have to hit the early removal, right? If you get a hand that's like Kellen, Masticore, Leyline, push-pull, like, it just doesn't do much in the early stages. So, yeah, it's a tough one. It's fun, don't be wrong. When it's clicking, it's cool, But in all reality, I'm going to recommend people not play this one. I think if you want to play it in the play queue and you already have all the cards, go for it. But this is a lot of like weird rares and stuff that you may not be playing in a bunch of other decks. So I don't know. I can't justify building this. Sorry, y'all. I had high hopes. I wanted this one to be a good one, but it's neat. It's interesting, but I think it needs a whole overhaul before we can come back and really lean on Niv-Mizzet. But if you do want to play it, it's 3 No More Lies, 3 Slick Shot Sequence, 2 Molten Collapse, 2 Pillars of Bog, 4 Lightning Helix, 1 Push Pull, 2 Glissa, 1 Miglos, 2 Ill-Time Explosion, 2 Drag to the Roots, 2 Urgent Necropsy, 2 Kellen Inquisitive Prodigy, 4 Leyline of the Guild Pack for Niv-Mizzet, 3 Argentum Masticore, 1 Koglan Udaro, and a billion one-ofs on land that I'm not going to, whatever. They're all there. Yeah, this is a tough one, y'all. I think there's a ton of things we can do in Standard that are just better than this. Like, we have tons of videos, obviously, you can go watch if you want to find something fun, even in different color combinations. And if you want to know more about Foundations, I did some videos with Dev from SBMTG and Mythic Mike, so you should check those out if you want to be up to speed on what you're going to be playing this weekend in your pre-releases or what to build next week. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.